Hello, Magic players. Over at Atlanta, they just did the Avatar premiere. I have not seen this video yet. It's about 13 minutes, so let's take a look. Let's take a look at all the premiere cards that we have, see about what surprises we are in store for. I'm very excited. I love the Avatar show. I kind of grew up on it. It was a little bit, I was like in high school when it started really catching fire, but that didn't stop all my high school friends from watching it with me.
Hello, Dante Bosco here. As the voice of Zuko on Avatar The Last Airbender, I'm excited to share with you that the Avatar is coming to Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
This new card set captures all your favorite elements from the iconic show. From lifelong friendships
Hey. Sorry, we can talk about the cards after.
to fantastic creatures and epic
Ooh,
elemental
Shaw,
bending
flying
moments.
firebending too. Ooh.
Dramatic duels for the fate of the world,
Last Agni Kai, cool.
and unexpected allies that are made along the way. Although, I believe in
Cool.
that Zuko guy all along. Avatar Aang has re-emerged after 100 years frozen in ice
Yep.
to find the world he once knew torn apart by violence. With the air nomads who raised him extinguished at the hands of the Fire Nation, Aang strives to maintain their legacy while ensuring the other nations do not suffer from the same fate.
Ooh, okay. When Aang enters, look at the top 5 cards of your library. Put a creature card, mana value 4 or less among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest of the bottom of your library in any order. 2 and Bant for 3/3. Whenever another creature you control leaves the battlefield, transform him into a 4/4 flyer. Land creatures you control have vigilance and earthbend 2 at the beginning combat of your turn, which makes a land a creature. So earthbend 2 plus some counters. Okay, cool. All right. I won't do that for all of them, I promise.
Aang will have to master all 4
Avatar Aang, this is the one that's been
Only with
premiered
his full
already.
power unlocked will the Avatar stand a chance against the mighty Fire Lord and his minions. Through his journey, Aang grows to become a mythic master of elements. His cards show this evolution, tracking his progress until he finally masters
I'm so
all
excited.
4 elements. And though his power is great, Aang's not alone in this fight. The Avatar has gathered loyal allies to help him.
Yes.
Katara is a waterbender from the Southern Water Tribe.
Yes.
She and her brother Sokka were the first to discover that Aang was still alive and frozen in ice.
Cool.
And the siblings would prove his most loyal and constant companions.
All of these look
Katara's
good.
brother Sokka may not have her skill with waterbending, but he used his tactical know-how to hatch many of Team Avatar's
Ooh.
plans.
Have menace. When you cast that creature, still create woman
Aang meets
ally.
Toph,
Nice.
She's already a legendary earthbender as the Blind Bandit. Once she joins Aang, Toph invents a totally new form of bending, metal bending.
People are trying to break the metal bender
By
one.
the time they're ready to face the Fire Lord, Aang's friends had grown in strength as much as he had.
Oh, spoilers?
And in the process,
If you haven't
they were
watched the
even
show,
able to add some
spoilers.
Former enemies to their cause. Zuko, the crown prince of the Fire Nation, was once tasked with
Cool.
hunting
Yep.
down Aang and destroying him. But instead, Zuko embraced Aang's mission and even became Aang's firebending teacher. He also had an incredible voice. That's what I hear anyway.
That's
Zuko was
because of him.
redeemed through his mentorship with his uncle Iroh.
Lesson spells
This
cost
wise
1
warrior
less?
led a secret society of sages, the White
Hold on, we're stopping for Iroh. Firebending 2, 3, and then Rug or Teamer, depending on how old you are. Firebending 2, during your turn, each non-lesson instant and sorcery card in your graveyard has flashback. The flashback cost is equal to that card's converted mana cost. During your turn, each lesson card in your graveyard has flashback 1. Each lesson card. Okay, cool, interesting.
Lotus, which remained dedicated to cooperation between
Feels a little
nations,
watered
even in
down.
the
We'll see
midst
what
of
lessons
war.
there are.
He also had a passion for hot leaf juice. I mean, tea.
Yeah.
Aang may have had to defeat Fire Lord Ozai in order to save the world, but he had other enemies to overcome first.
Ooh, Azula? Get some
When
Azula
Zuko failed
cards?
to capture the Avatar,
Oh, yeah.
his sister Azula was
love
dispatched by their
Azula.
father to hunt down the Avatar.
Dang, yo, this art is sick right here. I love these. Fire debating 2. When Azula attacks, you lose a life, and you create a clue token. Okay, totally fine. Azula and Hunt. Azula 2, blue, black, black. Firebending 2. Oh, how does this work with the color identity? You guys can tell me. When Azula enters, target opponent exiles a non-creature they control. Then they exile a non-land card from the graveyard. During your turn, you can cast spells exiled with Azula, and you may cast them as though they have flash. Okay, exiles a non-token creature they control. Wait, so they pick? The wording on this is weird. Okay, and then for the other one, 1 and Grixis. Firebending 2. When you cast a spell while Fire Lord Azula is attacking, copy that spell. Ooh, this is like a better Geneva, kind of? Well, no, maybe not better.
And
Is that her
Zuko.
name?
Not cool. Just as Aang and his friends grew stronger, so did their enemies. Azula ended up becoming the Fire Lord herself. The Fire Nation Navy also sported a fearsome leader in the form of Admiral Zhao, who was willing to disrupt the moon and tides themselves in order to give the Fire Nation an
That could be
advantage.
good.
One of the most unique and celebrated aspects of the world of Avatar. Hybrid animals are fusions of two different creatures from our world. The badger moles are combinations of badgers and moles. Fearsome, but have a fondness for music.
Whenever this creature enters Earthbound 1, whenever you tap a creature for mana, add an additional green. Holy, creature control will counter on that trample. This one, not too bad. This one, crazy. Mythic, no crap.
Taught young Toph how to earthbend, giving her a head start on her road to becoming an earthbending prodigy. Avatar Aang has a strong soft spot for animals throughout his travels. In addition to his companions Appa and Momo, Aang takes care to improve the living conditions of many animals in the Ba Sing Se Zoo. From the dragonflies to the rambunctious rabaroos, Aang looks out for all the creatures, big and small. The world of Avatar: The Last Airbender is built around the abilities some people have to bend the elements around them.
Yeah.
Though the Avatar is the only one being capable of bending all four, entire nations have risen based on the bending of single elements. Magic the Gathering has brought these familiar forms of bending into the game with their own unique mechanics. Waterbenders learn their art from the spirits
Untap another
of the
target
Lunar
permanent control
Ocean
and Waterbend
and form
3.
the southern and northern water tribes. This bending type manifests as an effect. While paying a waterbend cost, you can tap your artifacts and creatures to help. Each one pays for 1 mana.
Yeah.
Earthbending, pioneered by the badger moles, is the natural element of the Earth Kingdom. It allows you to use the land itself. In the game, the earthbending mechanic enables you to turn a land you control into a 0/0 creature with haste while keeping it as a land. You then put X+1/+1 counters on it, where X is the earthbending value. When that creature dies or is exiled, return the land to the battlefield tapped.
Oh, that I didn't remember.
Fire is the element of passion.
Oh, look at her.
It can also be incredibly destructive, as shown by the danger.
Firebending X? Whew, that could be good.
Firebending attacks. Add red mana for the firebending value. This mana lasts until the end of combat. Airbending, like its element,
yeah, this one we've already seen. Look at him.
In this set, when you airbend a permanent, exile it. While it is exiled, its owner may cast it for 2 rather than its mana cost. Saga cards are a returning mechanic which tells the story of Avatar: The Last Airbender. These cards unspool the story over each of your turns. Careful though, some of these stories are bound to make you tear bend.
Yeah.
Double-faced sagas have also returned. Once you reach the final chapter, the saga is exiled and returned to the battlefield as the legendary creature whose story was told. In this case, one of the avatars who preceded Aang, the mighty waterbender Karuk.
Awesome. Whenever you cast a spell, create a 1/1 colorless spirit token with this token can't block or be blocked by non-spirits, and you can exhaust it and waterbend 20 to take an extra turn. Okay. Exhaust 20 is insanely high. Or waterbend 20, excuse me.
Assistance from his friends and people from other nations in his fight against the Fire Lord. Celebrating this, the Last Airbender set returns the ally
allies you control to combat this player. One or
With
more.
Empower your allies, and for each player you deal combat damage to, draw a card. Avatar Aang and his friends were also forced to learn many hard lessons over the course of their journey. Lesson is a returning spell subtype down on instants and sorceries.
Okay.
With this card, you can weaken one creature or buff another. Or
Let's see if there's any good lessons. Let's
this
see.
set also has many art and frame treatments, showing off the unique style of the world of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Borderless Field Notes cards allows you to appreciate the creatures of Avatar, from the mighty dragons
These
to
are
the
pretty.
Badger Mole cubs.
Wow.
Meanwhile, borderless battle post cards highlight the martial fury of these benders.
So much to
And things are taken
collect.
one step further with a neon ink borderless battle pose. Zuko has never looked so fearsome.
Those are going to be so expensive.
There are also
so annoying.
borderless elemental frame cards, highlighting the element of each character. The borderless double-faced saga cards shine a spotlight on both sides of these cards,
Very pretty.
giving you twice the opportunity to admire these moments from Avatar. This card type also includes Avatar Aang in a borderless raised foil. with art from one of the creators of Avatar, Brian Konietzko himself.
Please be cheap.
Borderless source material cards reprint actual frames of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Whoa, hold on a second. Mystic Remora, Cruel Tutor, Heroic Intervention, Lifelong Friendship, which is Latimer's Call, and then The Boy in the Iceberg, which is Dark Depths. Whoa.
Bender on the card itself. Here, Tui and Law, the spirits
Yeah.
of the moon and ocean, are reprinted on a Mystic Remora card.
That was a great
Or
saga.
a close-up of Ozai. He literally burned Zuko's face to teach him a lesson. Talk about a cruel tutor.
That art sucks.
These cards let you appreciate moments from the show as they actually happened.
This one's
From
fine.
the first meeting of Aang and his trusty air bison Appa,
That was wonderful.
to the very first glimpse of Aang himself.
Oh, man. So cool.
For those familiar with the world of Avatar who are hoping to get into magic, look no further. The beginner box has everything you need to play. This box is the perfect introduction to the rules of the game.
2 instant
teaching
play
you as you
decks,
go, and
learn to play
containing
guides, 8
everything you need to
jumpstart
play with a
decks,
friend.
and more.
You don't need to buy anything else for learning magic. Coming with jumpstart decks, you can play out of the box, along with a game mat to play on and an easy-to-use guide. The beginner box allows you to dive into the world of Avatar with ease.
Sure.
And there are more easy ways to play. The jumpstart packs allow you to select any 2 of these 61 unique packs to open. By mixing your
61?
2 packs together, you can create a ready-to-play deck with one of 46 mixed themes. That's a lot of options.
46 teams. Wow.
Whether you're drawn to a non-bending
Sokka
human with
Swordmaster.
martial abilities like Sokka and his skill with
Whoa. 3/3 vigilance for 3. 2 and a white. Equipment spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each ally you control. At the beginning of combat on your turn, attach up to 1 target equipment you control to Sokka. That seems really good. Wow. So him just being out makes your equipment cost 1 less. Not to mention if you might poop out a couple tokens.
Space
Wow.
Sword. Or fearsome spirits like One Shi Tong. who
Yeah,
collects
with the
knowledge from
library.
Spirit library. There's also lots of variety within each element.
Ooh,
Fire
discard
can come
card.
in a
Gain
vicious
experience
and
counter.
deadly form as used by Azula.
Okay.
Who's able to shoot lightning from her fingertips. But can
Gains
also
menace.
be a more balanced and
Ooh,
light
Avatar
form
Roku.
as wielded by Avatar Roku, the avatar before Aang.
Whenever a player attacks, add 6 red mana until end of combat. You don't lose the mana, and you can give a creature a +3/+0. Huh.
Or in nature,
Nifty.
like the bending used by Avatar Roku's animal companion,
Yes,
the dragon
Fang.
Fang. Just as Badgermoles invented earthbending, dragons were the original firebenders. I personally
Cool.
wouldn't put any pressure on you, but you can't go wrong with Zuko. He is a
Firebending X
firebending
number
master.
experience
after all.
counters. Wow.
The spirit world also has a great variety.
Ooh. Oh, wait. Reveal the top of your build a shrine. Oh, it's the shrine guy. Ugh.
Peibai has little in
Beautiful
common
art,
with Wan
though.
Shi Tong, although both can be intimidating when provoked by humans. So if you plan on messing with his spirit, watch out. If you are drawn to earthbending, you can play as another of
Ooh.
Aang's past lives. Avatar Kyoshi, the avatar before Roku, was so fearsome in life that even 2 lifetimes later, Aang was still being accused of murder on her behalf.
Very
And no
overcosted, but
earthbending deck would be complete
tough,
without
yes.
the self-identified greatest earthbender in the world,
tough. Whenever your land you control enters, you get an experience counter. When you attack Earthbend X, where X is the experience counters you have. Wow.
Toph.
That can
The
be good.
Jumpstart packs also include reprints of existing cards.
Oh, Descendants Path,
remade
Fire
in the
Confluence,
Avatar
sure.
style.
Descendants Path's very cool art.
There aren't any dedicated commander decks for the last Airbender set. Instead,
Lame!
there will be a commander bundle, which contains 9 14-card play boosters.
Frick, I need to get that
2
box.
of 10 commander bundle booster fun cards, and more.
The counter.
Each bundle also comes with special versions of Arcane Signet, Soul Ring, and Swiftfoot Boots.
Wait, hold
These
on.
cards capture moments from the show in the beautiful borderless elemental frame.
A little cheesy, but I like them.
With so many incredible moments to choose from
Yeah,
the
that was
show,
good. The
It's
tournament.
hard to narrow it down to just 2 amazing scene boxes to include in the set.
Oh, wait, 2 scene
Katara's
boxes?
reversal shows Katara a mid-water bending move, but once the other cards are added,
Whoa.
they show the invasion on the day of the Black Sun.
Whoa.
Sokka and Katara's dad Hakoda leading his forces on the beaches, to Appa in his full armor, to the unexpected return of the Swamp Benders. This scene
Yeah.
has endless detail to be admired. And though the
I
day
got
of the Black Sun
goosebumps.
did not result in a victory for Team Avatar, there are brighter days ahead, one of which was captured in the next scene. Sokka and Suki are one of the iconic
Oh,
romantic pairs in Avatar.
yay!
Though they start out at odds,
Target equipment
their
control. Equipment
relationship
control enters.
blossoms
Oh,
through the
ally.
series,
Okay.
culminating in them reuniting and helping defeat the Fire Lord together.
Oh.
This scene portrays the happy ending for other couples as well.
Oh
Once
my
the Fire Lord has been
God!
defeated, there's plenty of time for romance. Here we have Aang and
Toph.
Katara, and Zuko and Mei. Of course, Zuko found love. Like I said, probably something to do with his voice.
Yeah.
This scene captures the victorious moment at the end of the series, where we leave the Aang gang ushering a new moment of peace and prosperity.
That's so cute.
You don't need to wait until the official release date to get in on the action. You can play early at your local game store for pre-release starting the weekend of November 15th and 16th.
I'm gonna be there.
This set features 5 different seeded pre-release packs, each with its own element and theme cards inside. So, even if you're new to Magic, you can know that you'll get to play with your favorite element.
Cool.
Check your local game store and sign up for the pre-release box of your choice. There will also be social events like a monthly 2-headed giant Commander Night, Commander Party, and Commander Box League, each with an opportunity to get exclusive cards, like this one, showing Sokka and Katara with their beloved
Oh,
Gran.
Gran. Not creature comes on the cat. Okay.
My cabbages! This version of the
Cabbage,
Cabbage
yeah.
Merchant, who might consider the Avatar gang his greatest enemies, will be available exclusively at Magic Presents Master the Four Elements.
When you sacrifice a food, you may search your library for basic land card put on the battlefield tapped. If you search your library this way, put this creature on the bottom of its owner's library. Oh.
This set will
Talk
also
about
be
a
available
nerf.
on
Oh.
Arena on November 18th.
They killed that card.
Tune in on November 12th to watch Magic streamers play the newest cards. Otherwise, start your own bending adventure on November 21st when the last Airbender will be available everywhere. I am so excited to join the world of Magic the Gathering and hope you'll join me in playing this new set. If you can't, well, that's rough, buddy.
All right. Okay. Cool. Cool. Yo. Okay. Let's take a look at some of those cards, shall we? I'm gonna pull up some Twitter stuff, okay, that we guys have good pictures. All right. Cool. So this Sokka card could be really good. Other allies you control have menace and prowess. That is crazy good. And I'm interesting. I wish they would have gave Iroh a little bit better here. I like the lessons, stuff. So, but in order for this deck to be good, there has to be good lessons. So flavor is on point, but the card itself, it's probably going to be very bad, which is a shame. This one, let's see if I can get a better picture of that Aang one. This Aang one, this band could be really good. Transforms into this, it's gonna be good. Y'all, I'm so excited. Here's another art shared of it. Super cool. I love the lesson, I love the saga here. The art, it's beautiful. It's not gonna be super powerful, but that's okay. This scry 2 then draw a card for 2 of them, and then you flip it over to a 4/3 when you cast a spell. This seems like it could be really good. The Earthbend and the Waterbend and the Exhaust, less good, but just casting a spell, making a 1/1, that seems like it could see some play. And I saw this Tai Chi is really good. A 2/1 flash prowess. When she ETBs, you tap up to one target creature, and it doesn't untap as long as you control Tai Chi. Seeing this on a 3-drop with the Dungeon Geist ability seems really powerful and really, really abusive, and I love that. Is abusive set? No, that's not the right word. Abuse. But anyway, Katara, whenever one or more allies you control to comment a player draw a card, that's really watered down, but it's fine. Katara the Fearless, Sokka, bro, we are cooking here, you guys. We are cooking. It's gonna be awesome. So thank y'all for watching. I'm super excited. I plan on making some Brawl content and maybe some limited content for Avatar when that set is released. If you guys want to stick around and watch that, I probably have some more Magic stuff cooking. I had to take a break because I had really bad sinus headaches, and I could not shake them. I was taking all kinds of medicine, and finally, I finally got a break from them. So, yeah, that's the Midwest weather for you. So, take care. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Could be good. You tired of me talking yet?